Warm welcome to you. We're in the Free State today, and we're in Welkom, and this used to be a huge mining town back in the day. We'll find out a little bit more about what's keeping the economy in this part of town going. But this is the venue for the latest in the series of New Age business briefings brought to you by the SABC, and today very kindly sponsored by Eskom 49M. And today in sharp focus is the education in the Free State, and an exciting initiative, the provincial bursary scheme that's part of this province. Now, just to give you a bit of background, the Free State province invests heavily in education. In fact, just over 40% of the province's budget is in education. That's how important it is on their agenda. And we're going to be finding out a little bit about what has come of that, what has it yielded. You'll remember a couple of years ago, the province produced the best matric results in the country. But one of the things that we'll be talking about today, and as I said, there's a number of initiatives right through from grade R right through to tertiary that this education department is involved in this province. But one of the ones that we're very excited about, we're going to chat about a little bit more, is the provincial bursary fund. To date, more than 7,000 young people have been funded for their education, and we've got a few of them here today that will be sharing their stories. But really, I guess the person who's kind of holding the torch or the baton in education is the MEC. Let's meet him now and the first batch of students, and also we'll hear a word from the Premier of the province, who's under his leadership that this initiative came about. So let's welcome and say thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, particularly at this time of the year, because your students have done their exams and now you're just waiting for the results. MEC for Education, Tate Makgoe, welcome to you.
Thank you very much, Peter. Yeah, indeed, it's very exciting, and especially today's interview with this, the talent of the Free State that has been supported by the province of the Free State.
All right, we'll certainly look forward to hearing from you and your thoughts about 2016 and beyond.
Yeah.
Next to you, we've got 4 students, and you're going to meet 4 others, and then another 4 as well, I think, 12 in total. The first 4, let's start with you, Zenobia van der Westhuizen. If you could just tell us which university and what you're studying.
Okay, thank you for having me here. I'm actually from Welkom. I graduated here in Matric Grootveld Hoërskool. So I went to the University of the Free State, did my education, intermediate phase, and I just felt like that's my passion, just to know I can make a difference.
Okay, I want to get your story a bit later. I just want to know who you are, what university you're from. Moipone Khadi.
Okay, firstly I want to thank you also for having me here. I studied B.Tech in Central University of Technology, and I just got back from India, from IT training in India.
Gosh, namaste, welcome. Next to you, Napo Maranyane.
I'm a master's student.
Okay, can we hear Napo?
I'm a master's student at the university.
Okay, we're going to fix your microphone. He's a master's student, but we'll find out in what in a short while. And next to you, Malobacheng.
Oh, I'm really pleased to be here. I'm from Turkey. I'm in Bursary University. I'm studying medicine, and it's my 2nd year.
Wow. So one day I'm going to come to hospital and you're going to check me out.
Yes, absolutely.
And the first thing you'll tell me is to lose weight, I'm sure. All right, Napo, I think your microphone is ready now.
Okay. My name is Napo, obviously, and I'm a master's student studying risk analysis at the University of the Free State.
My goodness, all these clever young people. Okay, all right. Well, one person I think that needs to get praise for this initiative, because in 2009 he decided that something needed to happen in terms of skilling the province and putting a lot of funding through education, is the Premier of the province, the Honorable Ace Magashule. And I'd just like to get him to stand up and just to say a few words. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the Premier of the province, the Honorable Ace Magashule.
Well, Peter, thank you very much, and MEC Makgoe, MECs, everybody, our listeners, especially our panelists today. Our panelists are our students. throughout South African universities, as well as students from Turkey, China, Cuba, and those who went to India. You'll remember that in terms of our election manifesto 2009 until the last elections, education has been a priority number one. And we have just decided in action that we can't theorize about it. And this is the investment we have done for young people, and the Free State will be a better province with time, because education is very, very important. And we have also focused on skills development, internship, learnerships. We have worked very close with the SETAs through the Minister of Higher Education. We had support from the Minister of Basic Education. And we work as a team. We work with municipalities. Our MECs are hardworking, and this is why we are here, and I think we are succeeding as a province. And what we are doing moving forward into the future, we are focusing on BRICS, and that's why I led a delegation to Russia, Belarus, and Bulgaria. And next year, we have been offered some scholarships and bursaries in Russia, in medicine and nuclear. 200 students will be going to Russia. They are starting sometimes in February. Germany has also offered us 200 to 100 students, artisans, and the small island of Madeira. Those who are in India will be going to Madeira from April 1 to further actually make sure that they become specialists in IT. They will be focusing on software. And this is what we are doing for young people. I think people always question, what are you doing for young people? And the only thing we can do as the Free State for young people is to invest in education. And this is where we'll turn around our province in South Africa. And Bulgaria and Belarus have also offered some scholarship, because we want to focus as we move into the next year on agro-processing, because we are an agricultural province. We are focusing on master's, doctorate, and beyond doctorate, we want our children to specialize. And as we have said, we want to build a non-racial, non-sexist, united, democratic, as well as prosperous South Africa. And we have also traveled Africa. We are focusing on SADC, and this is what we are going to do. We recently come from Maputo, and we are going to have exchange programs. With these few words, I just want to say, it's not our day today, it's the day of our students, our bursary holders. And I just want to say to South Africans, wherever you are, don't despair. This is the time. The time has arrived for bettering the lives of our people. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. That's the Premier of the Free State Province, Ace Magashule. Thank you very much indeed for sharing your thoughts with us, and the exciting developments taking place in terms of our young people getting their education, and also the partnerships that you've been able to establish with these number of these countries to take our kids and teach them. So we certainly look forward to that, and we'll be chatting and catching up with some of those that have traveled already just to get their experiences. But let me start with you, MEC. There's a lot going on in education in the Free State. We hear about the Bursary Fund. 7,000 plus students have gone through the process now. What kind of a difference has it made? You had the idea, you put the initiative, and you put the money in there, and you put the effort in there. Is it starting to bear fruit?
Well, I'm sure they are here. The students are here. They'll speak for themselves. But what I can tell you, Peter, is that we need to thank the African National Congress. You know, the ANC, since 2009, took one of the most important decisions of making education priority number one. And secondly, we need to thank the Premier and the colleagues in the Executive Council, because when we came together, we said, how do we practicalize this priority number one? And I think before then, in 2008, thereabouts, we only had about 100 bursaries. I remember I was in that team that was trying to bringing new numbers of bursaries. And I said to the Premier, no, we can make it 200. And he looked at me and said, no, why can't we make it 1,000, you know? And I said, there won't be money. He said, no, Tate, I think you have gone to school, so work out something. We actually want 2,000, right? So that's how it started. And then everybody had to contribute. All departments had to cut their bursaries, to cut their budgets to contribute to education. So this is a joint initiative. This is an investment to the future of our country. Remember, people always say that the most important asset that the country has is its own people. And I think through this program, we are investing in these young people. We are making sure we are securing our own future. I want a time when I am old, I must be, healed by a doctor from the province, from this program. And already some of them are sitting here, they're doctors, studying in Turkey, in China, India, even local universities, IT, mathematics. Some of the skills that Dr. Fervul said we can't do, we are now doing them. I think he's shaking in the grave that he thought that a black person can't do this. Look at them now, they're going to tell you. And they are doing well in those universities. Some of the students, I think they will come from Cuba, who is one of the best. She's one of the best students in Cuba. She's averaging 100% in Cuba. Wow. So this culture, so this culture of our township schools giving us 100% is now translating into our own children. They are brave, they walk with pride wherever they are. They may be in China. I was talking to some of them now. I was saying to them, isn't it difficult to study in Chinese? They said, yes, it is difficult, MEC, but we are fighting on because we understand that China is the second biggest world economy. So if we succeed in China, we are establishing contact with the second biggest world economy. So actually this is the outlook of the children of the province of the Free State. And I'm sure even the younger ones who are in matric and high school, they are watching their brothers and sisters, they also get motivated. Forward only, backwards never. That is the battle cry of the free province of the Free State.
And I guess as you develop these young Free Staters, you're actually developing resources for the entire country.
Of course, of course. We support most of the high-level skills. For an example, if somebody studies chemical engineering, we don't have a lot of space for that, for chemical engineers. But we speak to a lot of industries to absorb them. So we are not only producing skills for the province of the Free State, we are actually producing skills for the whole country. So don't worry, the economy of South Africa will be rectified by the Free State.
ABC, thank you so much indeed. All right, Zenobia, take us through your journey. So you're in high school, this is your hometown. I'm sure somebody's plugged something in the wrong place, but as long as you can hear us, we're still here. Those of us who are darker, you may not be able to see us, but you can hear us. So we'll just carry on for as long as we can. Zenob, all right, in fact, we're going to have to take a quick break just to get the lights back on again. So we'll be right back with you. We'll start talking to the students after this. Stay with us.